Imagine this: you spent 12 years in your school, maybe more learning algebra, literature, history, and how to dissect a frog. You memorized dates, wrote essays, and passed tests. But when it comes to money, what it is, how it works, and how to make it work for you, your education was silent. You weren't taught how to budget, invest, or understand debt. You weren't told why the economy swings or how taxes shape your paycheck. If you are nodding along, feeling like you were left in the dark, you're not alone. And here's the kicker: it wasn't an accident. Let's start with the basics. Money isn't just paper or numbers on a screen. It's a system, a tool of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. It's the lifeblood of economies dictating how resources flow, who get what and why. Yet most schools skip this. They teach you they teach you the periodic table, but not how compound interest can make or break your future. Why? Because the system isn't designed to empower you with financial literacy. It is built to keep you compliant, not curious. Think about it. For 12 years, you were trained to follow rules, meet deadlines, and work within a structure. You were prepared to be a cog in the machine. Get a job, earn a wage, pay taxes, and repeat. Financial education, though, that's dangerous. If you understand money, how to save, invest, and question the system, you might start asking why things are the way they are. You might wonder why concentrates and why debt traps so many. Any empowered population is harder to control. The system thrives on predictability. Let's break it down. Money is created by central banks and governments, often out of thin air. When you hear terms like quantitative easing or fiscal policy, they are just fancy ways to saying governments and banks decide how much money exists and who gets access. Ever wonder why inflation eats your savings or why your paycheck never seems to stretch far enough? It's tied to decision made far above your pay grade. Decisions you were never taught to question. Schools don't teach you about the Federal Reserve or the banks lend or how banks lend money that they don't have. That's not an oversight; it's a feature. Now let's talk about you. Without financial literacy, you are vulnerable. You might take a student loan without grasping interest rates. You might max out credit cards thinking it's normal. You might save nothing, assuming a retirement is future use problem. The average American has $6,000 in credit card debt and no savings. It's not because people are reckless, it's because they were never taught better. Schools churn out workers, not thinkers who challenge the financial status quo. But here's the good news: you can take control. Financial literacy isn't rocket science, it's a skill you can build. Start with the basics. A budget isn't a restriction, it's a roadmap. Track your income and expenses. There are many apps that can help you. Next, understand debt. Interest compounds, meaning it grows exponentially if you don't pay it down. A $5,000 credit card balance at 18% interest can balloon to $9,000 in 5 years if you don't pay the minimum. On the flip side, investing uses same principles in your favor. Investing $5,000 in a low cost index fund averaging 7% annual return, and in 20 years it could be worth $20,000. Don't stop there. Learn about taxes, how they work, what deductions can you claim, and why your paycheck shrinks. Explore investing beyond stocks, real estate, bonds, or even start investing in Bitcoin. The internet is your classroom now. Books like Rich Dad Poor Dad or The Millionaire Next Door breaks down wealth building in plain language. Podcasts like The Money Guy Show or YouTube channels like Graham Stephen often offers free practical advice. If you're curious about bigger picture, how money shapes society, read Debt: The First 5,000 Years by David Gabriel. It will blow your mind. You can also read The Bitcoin Standard by Saifuddin Amos. The system doesn't teach you about money because it benefits from your ignorance. Banks profit from your debt, corporations thrive on your spending, governments rely on your compliance. But you are not powerless. Every dollar you earn, save, or invest is a vote on your future. Start small, save $100 a month, read one financial book, or ask one money myth that you've been fed. Over time, you'll see the game for what it is. You spent 12 years learning what the system wanted you to know. Now it's time to learn what it didn't want you to understand. Money isn't just currency, it's a power. Claim yours.